Welcome to
The
the Yapcast, where we yap and you listen. It's almost bedtime.
It's bedtime, bro.
Race recap
I think
too.
we need to restart.
Okay. We need to be more enthusiastic.
I just look like
I feel like it looks like I have a lazy eye right
you
now.
do.
No, I don't. I asked Merc the other day and he said
He's
no.
gonna lie to you.
No, I said be completely honest. Let me let you know. This is not cracking open. Welcome to the Yapcast. That was pretty good. Race. Oh, this looks like I ate it already. Race recap 2.
We're eating pistachios.
We are. We're hungry.
It's time for bed and we're tired. But
we're here for you guys. Munching. Okay, anyways. Race recap number 2. How do you feel about race 2? How'd it go for you? I don't even know where I finished, to be honest.
it was alright. I mean, we finished 6th. Thanks to this freaking lap car that would not move out of the way. But
I had a problem with a lap car too. 2 of them. One came down on me in 3 and 4, and I think it knocked me a little bit. Couldn't run as great, but it's fine. I don't know where I finished. So lap cars need to know how to
where did Raven Kimball finish?
stay high. I also looked before we started. Don't mind me chewing and talking at the same time.
You finished 8th.
That's where I should have started. But for some reason, started 10th. We looked and I qualified 8th, but I started 10th on the grid.
You should have said something.
But I can't argue with race directors, so whatever.
Yeah, you can.
No, I have to get out of my car.
You just stop on the track and they'll walk up to you and be like, what's wrong?
I'm supposed to start 8th. They're gonna be like, no, you don't. They're actually really nice. They don't talk like that.
It's really cold in here.
It is cold in here.
I have the hiccups.
We didn't do any single file restarts.
No single file restarts.
Thank goodness.
One caution?
No, we did 22 green laps before our first caution.
Yeah, we had one caution.
Mm-hmm.
Which was so much better.
It's actually really exhausting driving the 22 laps straight. Like, we don't get to do that very often, so when we do, it's, like, very tiring. It's tough on your arms.
Yeah, it is.
The arm workout. We should be buff. Ripped.
All right, next question.
Okay. We also went to Bowman Gray for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
We went to Bowman Gray!
We went for their opening night. We have to put in some clips because it was crazy.
I drove. I got off of work, came home, got Bean, and we went and met friends, and we drove to Winston-Salem to Bowman Gray. Never been there before. A large stadium. It was definitely a school football field.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't done my research on it, quite frankly. But cool track. Modifieds raced.
There wasn't a lot of action in there.
No,
race.
there wasn't. It was still really cool. They just are like big legends to me.
Okay.
With the open wheel.
Mm-hmm.
They're longer, obviously, but they're pretty cool. Like coming in sideways through the turn type thing. That seems like it's tough.
But the other classes, oh my god, they had was it street stock race, the last race?
Street stock was the last race, and then they had mini stocks.
Let me pull it up.
And I think they had a bombers race. No, not bombers. Street stock.
We
can pull it up. We can pull it up.
The sportsman class, modified.
We missed the first class.
And then it says 2 stadium races. Whatever.
I don't know what that means.
There were 2 other races that we watched. And then the street stocks, which were 20 laps. And there's probably like 20 cautions within those 20 laps. It was crazy.
Bean got all the races.
No, all the wrecks.
Or all the wrecks.
I got all the wrecks on video.
On video.
We'll put in clips. But yeah, it was worse than the legend car races at Wake County.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
There was a whole fight that
Happened
did
right in
not
front of
disappoint.
us.
The section that sits right before the start line flicks everyone off, except for the leader by the looks. They hold a real grudge. And whoever what was it, 82 or 83?
Yeah, it was
The
like this
orange car?
modified car.
Every time he came by, everyone was
that.
flicking him off. Nobody liked
I wonder
him.
what he did.
I wonder too, because we've never been, so we don't know. But that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
The drive was like really long though. That was the only sad part. I ended up getting home till 2 a.m.
Well, you would have gotten home at like
1:30.
Yeah.
Dropped everybody off.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like their infield. I like how there's no trailers parked
so
in
you
the
can
inside.
see everything.
You can see, it doesn't matter where you sit, you can see the whole track. The trailers really be in the way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nice, like, being able to stay in the center and watch the races from the center. But then you're just turning the whole time. Not that it really makes you dizzy.
Oh my gosh. I have schoolwork.
But
Alright, next question.
talking about fan night. We created our own hero cards.
Yeah, we did.
Should I go get them? So we can show them what it looks like. I don't think they're even up here.
Yeah, I don't know where they are.
We created our own hero cards. If you need hero cards, hit me up. I'm not her, apparently.
Yeah, not me. I suck at it.
I actually really like doing that. I've created all my hero cards except for one. Timothy Dayton created my first hero card I think I had. So if you need a hero card, hit him up.
Black Acid did mine.
Yeah. That about most of yours.
I think that was my first hero card right there. You want to grab it?
And I fall backwards.
Oh my gosh. I was hideous.
Oh. You were hideous? What?
Yeah.
All of your stats on that?
Black Acid.
Shout out. We got to meet a bunch of fans.
Yep, a lot of fans.
A lot of fans.
And I did my reveal of my late model.
Wait, let's talk about the fans though. Who did you meet? Anyone that stood out? Any fans that stood out to you?
You're not supposed to ask that. I don't know any of their names.
I don't know either. I had this one little kid. That's all you have to say. We're not gonna remember names. We had a long night. I almost said it.
I had a lot of little kids.
Making a mess.
A lot of little kids.
There was a lot of little kids that came up. I had a couple kids sit in my car, which I know they like to do, so that makes me happy. And Charlie was asking me if kids could sit in the car. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. I really don't mind kids sitting in my car, to be honest. Happens a lot. We do fundraising events.
Mm-hmm.
We have tons of pictures of kids in our cars. But I like it. It's memorable for them.
Right.
I had this one girl. She told me I was so pretty, which is so sweet.
Oh my gosh, I had one
And
girl
she-
too that was telling me I was pretty
I'm
a million times.
Yeah. And said she had a poster of me. So that's pretty cool. One guy came up and he was like, "You and your sister, I love you what you guys do for the girls, encouraging them and blah blah blah."
Mhm.
Which we are pretty proud about, I think.
Yeah.
Encouraging the girls. Like when I talked to Daniel and we were like, "Well, your little girl can race too."
I don't think he would put his girls in the car.
Would you put your kids in a car?
If I had the money.
If you had the money.
Money.
You revealed your car also.
Yeah, I did my late model reveal.
Sick.
Stand by the NASCAR. Lead cars late models are
Everyone liked it. I liked it.
You already saw it though.
Yeah.
You saw that before anyone else. So did you help sticker it or you just watch Dad sticker it?
I stickered some of it.
You hear that? She put in some work.
Yeah.
Pat yourself on the back, girl. Is that how it goes? Like
No,
some
what does
TikTok?
Sisa say?
Just Paxton sell racing shirts. Our cousin has a
Has a
crush
crush
on
on
Paxton. The whole night, she was like, "Is Paxton gonna come back up here? Is he gonna come back up here?" So shout out Paxton. You got some girl fans crushing on you. Paxton hung out with us too.
Yeah,
We race day.
Mhm.
Took him to.
I love Paxton. He's so funny.
We took him to
He literally
go eat.
literally just like Hawk, like when Hawk was younger.
Yeah, I agree. Insert clips of Hawk.
Our dear friend Noelle has cancer, and we put a picture of her on a late model hood, and then had all the fans sign up for fan night, and then
And drivers.
fans and drivers signed the hood, and then we passed it off to her family. So
Hope you guys like your hood. Aiden worked real hard to put his name on there. Our cousin's learning to write. How old is Aiden? He'll be 5 on Cinco de Mayo.
something.
And he's trying to learn how to write his name. And he took the A and made it really long, the end of it, and then put N at the very end of his A. So it was like Ado N. Just wanted to yap, I guess. But it was funny. Would you go back to Bowman Gray?
Hell yeah, I would.
Heck yeah. You're supposed to say heck yeah.
It's just, yeah, I would go back to Bowman.
I would go back to Bowman Gray, but I would not want to drive this time. Driving was
No,
not
we have to get a
fun.
hotel.
That too. We also had talked about doing a hotel. This is in like right by downtown Winston-Salem.
Mhm.
Like you could see everything.
Yeah.
Which I didn't realize that was like Winston-Salem because I went through there to go to the mountains
Mm-hmm.
to go to Wintergreen, Virginia for the mountains, and I didn't realize I was driving through Winston. Right there next to the highway.
We were. Oh,
There's
you
an
didn't go to
airport.
that.
I think there's an airport right over there too. Didn't go to what?
Did you go to the Winston West? Yeah, you did because.
The
Yeah, that's in
museum.
Winston-Salem. Yeah.
Yeah, I went to that. We sat our cars outside before they closed. The Winston Cup.
Yeah, we actually got a bunch of racing trading cards.
Uh-huh.
Should we pull that out?
And a name tag.
Look, oh, there's something right here.
I got a name tag and then wore it to work and then got a bad review.
What?
Wasn't even my name tag. Yeah.
We got a bunch of trading cards. We have boxes and boxes of them, but this is just something we had sitting out.
Do you even know some of these? Like,
Well, I can't see.
some of these names I don't know. Which is kind of sad because it's like, man, they were so famous and now it's like no one knows your name. Like, because obviously people that are like diehard fans know your name, but like when you talk to people and they don't know anything about NASCAR, it's like, how do you not know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's such a, especially in North Carolina, like, how do you not know? But also, I didn't know about Wake County Speedway until
Maybe sponsored by
Yeah.
Homeless. That
Yeah.
literally looks like.
that's funny.
You know who I'm talking about?
Uh-huh. All of them. They all look the same.
No. No, that literally
What
looks
the
like him. I have to pull this up and give a side by side.
What was your
Tell me that's not him. I'm saying this to him.
So was the mini stock or street stock race your favorite race at Bowman?
Yeah, the last one, because there's a bunch of wrecks. It was really entertaining.
I don't. They're supposed to race this weekend, and we saw they're supposed to do chain cars. That looks pretty cool.
It's a chain race.
A chain race. Our brains aren't working. We only have 19 minutes
There's
of
a
content.
the car store race this weekend.
Where?
Oh, Orange County.
How far is that?
It's an hour.
An hour.
It's by Durham.
Oh, that's not. I guess Durham's not that bad. I'm just tired of driving. I don't like to drive.
Me neither.
I love to drive my race car, but I don't like to drive my regular car on the road. I just feel like no one wants to go the speed I want to go. That means, like, let's do 60 and a 45. Because anything less than 60 is just too slow.
I feel like that just picked up all my movement.
Probably. Did we talk about last time? Ever since racing season started, I feel like I said we needed to talk about that. But we didn't actually talk about it. Ever since the racing season started, for some reason, like, I can't go below 60 miles an hour.
No, it feels like you're going really slow.
It feels like I am going so slow. And then on the highway, I end up going like 90. I look down and I'm like, oh no.
I need to
Because
get
I
one
feel
of
like
those.
I'm going so slow.
I need to get one of those things in my car that like tells you when there's a cop.
Yeah, but those are illegal. I think.
Not
Or
in North
radar?
Carolina.
Not in North Carolina?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah. In Virginia it is.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to those laws. I just make sure there's no police officers. And then a police officer watches this and shows it.
I mean, what
Well,
are they
we
going to do?
know to look for now.
No.
I have been pulled over one time. I got pulled over for the first time, like, and actually given a ticket last January. It was like a week into the new year, and I got a ticket. I was going downhill. And he caught me going 60. At the time, I was going 60 in a 45. And then I had to go and take a driving class.
I have not yet.
Which
been
we
pulled
should
over.
go take the driving class for fun and video it. Like, have Key sit there and
Now,
video.
why would you want to sit in a class?
Not the boring part of the class.
Well,
like
I wouldn't
the driving part of the class. If you get a ticket in Johnston County as a first time offender or whatever you want to call it, like you're a criminal, you have to take this class. And I had happened to get pulled over in Johnston County because when am I in Wake County? And I had to take the class. I had to walk down the hallway with drunk goggles on. Which I felt like you were supposed to drive with them on, but that wouldn't really make too much sense either. Or like a golf cart, I think people drove. And then you have to try not to hit this dummy. And then the guy asked me my favorite music to listen to. So I gave him a category. He asked if it was country music first, and I was like, I'm definitely not going to sit here and blare country music. So he asked me what genre, and I gave him a genre, turned max volume, and then started yelling at me while I was driving to turn like left and then pointed right to like get you all disoriented. You have to try to think fast, and then there's one where you turn really fast. Like you have to brake last second. Yeah. It was a cool class besides the sitting there part and seeing all the pictures of like people like some girl's last Snapchat because she just Snapchat and drive or something. And then a person on a motorcycle that like rammed into the back of a semi. It's like very traumatizing stuff. Yeah, I don't know how they're allowed to show those things. I tried to so I wouldn't really see what was going on, but I had to listen to it. And I think sometimes they have people come in and tell their stories. But I had to do that. That was not very fun. But the driving part was fun. Someone said the races we did sing in the stands.
Oh my gosh.
We should insert the clip.
Yeah, we got to sing into the mic.
Charlie,
The whole track to see.
Charlie was
I listened
asking
to.
some other girl to finish the lyrics to Free Bird or whatever the song is. I'm free as a bird. And I don't think she knew how to, knew the rest of the words. And so then we just switched the song and had him come over here and we sang for everyone at the track. And we sung Baby. And then I was like, I need to look up the lyrics. And he was like, why do you need to do that? It's only like the same 3 words. But I can't remember how the song started. Okay?
Yeah.
We definitely blew everyone's eardrums. Another thing people wanted to know about the trophies.
The trophies?
How
They're
many
all
do you think you
mine.
have?
I could not tell you how many I have, but they're all mine.
Where are they from?
Everywhere.
Like where?
Literally.
I see Goodyear,
Okay, it's not called Goodyear anymore. New River All American
which is
Speedway.
New River. Okay, but they say Goodyear.
Wake County.
I had to sneeze. Something is getting to me.
They're everywhere.
I have some of them are from Bandos and some of them are from Legends. Okay, let's preface that. You have some from Florida. She won her first 2 races in Florida.
Yep.
And I missed it. Listen to this. This is real yapping right now. I missed her first win because our stupid Cadillac Escalade broke down. The gas pedal stopped working. It's not like it ran out of gas or anything. It just stopped working. And I got stuck in a neighborhood on the side of the road and nobody would answer the phone. It was almost my worst nightmare because I didn't know where I was. It just wasn't dark. And it was almost my worst fear.
Yeah, it's because I was in the winner's circle.
No,
But-
I don't think you were. I don't even think you were racing yet, but I couldn't make it there in time because wherever we were staying was like 30 minutes away.
Yeah, I have trophies from Florida, Auburndale, I think is the track it was.
Yep.
Wake County, New River All American Speedway.
Do you have any from Charlotte?
Yeah, that one's from Charlotte. Caraway. There's too many.
This big one.
That
This
was
place?
for finishing 5th national points.
For
Um,
INEX US Legends.
Southern.
I see the
Florence. I can't read those ones up there.
I can't either, but she has a lot. None of the trophies in this room are mine. I've never won a race. The closest I've came is 3rd. And like
Congratulations.
that's it. I have a plaque, but I don't have it. It's
I need
not
to get
here.
that actually.
Yeah. That's all I have, and it's not in this room. But I have a giant cardboard cutout of myself.
Mm-hmm.
Awkward. But that's someone wanted to know that.
Yeah. There's a lot.
What's your favorite track?
Like to race
race
on or
on?
to watch?
Oh no, I'm recording a voice memo.
I would say my favorite track to race on. It's gotta be Wake County.
I like racing at week.
To watch, it's gotta be Bowman Gray now. That's
I
so
know Bowman
interesting.
Gray was really good. If you're in the Winston-Salem area,
Bowman
Charlotte,
Gray.
I mean, I guess here,
Yeah.
go to Bowman Gray. I don't think it'll disappoint. I've seen so many videos and heard stories, and like it was okay when we were there, and then the last race really just like made the whole thing, the whole experience.
Yeah.
And now our friends want to go back too, so that's nice. So we have something else to do. It just sucks that I work on Saturdays, so I have to go like after work. When do you plan on making your debut for the late model? Is another question.
Probably in like 3 weeks, maybe. I have to test
3
it first.
weeks.
Yeah, I haven't been able to test it. I've had to work.
Yeah, I haven't been able to test mine either.
So
Just kidding.
I kind of need to put in days to take off so I can go practice. But I feel like I already take enough days off. I can't really do that.
I've taken like no days off. I'm not allowed to take off, but you need to live your life. So I'm gonna take off anyways.
Okay.
Speaking of Paxton,
Did he ever respond?
guess his favorite color. Pink.
No, he didn't say it was pink.
Yeah, he did. He said it's pink. Pink and
A bit sky blue.
Sky blue.
Pink and sky blue. See, we
specifically.
remember that, Paxton.
Yep, we do. We have great memories.
Paxton is literally like a little brother to me.
Okay, that's 30 minutes of yapping. I'd say that's pretty good. Okay, thanks for tuning in to the Yapcast. We're gonna go to bed. Good night. Bye. My nose.
I have work tomorrow. I have school due tonight. And it's a freaking writing assignment, bro.
English assignment?
No, it's business. Last week is my last week, though, for my business classes.
Dang. That's crazy.
Congratulations.
I'm 3 as a bird. Okay, bro. Are you really still at work? Like, your shift ended 30 minutes ago.
Because I sent him the picture of his.
Yeah.
He said, "Come on," before that, and then I was like, "What?" Because I forgot I had sent that to him.
Okay, let's go.